Very nice, Jody. Good to see you. So we are here at the NAMM 2018 show. My name is Dustin Yos, and I'm here joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jody Espina. How you doing this morning, Jody?
Great, Dustin, how are you?
Great. Great to see you. So obviously, Jody, you make a lot of different types of mouthpieces, but you know, for maybe that parent that's looking for the next step-up mouthpiece for their student, you know, what would you recommend, and how would you help kind of a parent or a beginning student navigate finding that next mouthpiece?
Sure. You want something that's not going to be too hard to jump to. Most students are playing a mouthpiece that's equivalent to a size 4, which means the tip opening, the distance from the tip to the tip of the mouthpiece to the reed. And that's a very small distance. Jazz mouthpieces generally go a little wider. But what makes a jazz mouthpiece usually louder is that it's inside, the chamber is smaller. So that gives it a little more projection. So when we jump to this mouthpiece, what we're going to find is freer blowing. What that means is when you put your air in, it's going to be easier to play. It's going to be a bigger sound, but we don't want to get a sound that goes nuts and is too loud to control in the band, right? So that's why I recommend our HR Star. It's band directors say this is a beautiful, easy transition, and for those students, they can try a 5, a 6, and a lot of times when they're coming to our mouthpieces, they blow so freely that sometimes they go to softer reed. And also when they go to that more open tip opening, it's always important to try the mouthpiece and try several reeds so that you get the feel you want. For me, it should be fun to play. And when there's so much resistance and very hard reed, to me it's not as fun. And so this is a lot of fun. It gives kids confidence. It's all about feeling good in band, having a sound that's good at least as everyone else, if not better.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're having fun, you tend to stick with the instrument just that much more longer.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of parents and students don't know that the mouthpiece makes more difference than anything, actually. And I always encourage band directors and teachers to play the students' equipment, make sure that the horn is functioning properly, make sure that the mouthpiece is functioning properly. Some of the mouthpieces that came in the case might be playing so poorly that it feels like the horn is leaking, like when you can't get your low notes. So these things, and that they were playing the right reed, all these things are super important, because one thing wrong in that equation could sabotage a student's success and their self-esteem.
Yeah, absolutely. Well put. So in addition to the HR Star, is there another mouthpiece you'd recommend for maybe a middle school or high school student that's looking to play jazz?
Sure. A lot of times students that come into the jazz band, they've been playing those very quiet mouthpieces. The band director's been telling them for years, quiet saxophones, you're not blending with the flutes and clarinets. Now they get into jazz band, the first day the band director says, come on saxophones, give me something.
Give me more, give me more. Yeah.
So some people can play and they play this and bam, it sounds great. Some people need even a little more help, and that's why we have the Jet. The Jet mouthpiece is the same price as the HR Star, and it's even a little smaller chamber. So that gives that little more boost. When I go out to a high school and I fit them for mouthpieces, it's usually about 50-50, which people like the HR Star and which people like the Jet. So having that choice is really nice, because we all have different mouths, different tongues, different soft palates, and different horns. So we're not sure which one, but you can't go wrong with either one of those.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, Jody. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a great NAMM show this year.
All right.
Again, if you have any questions about the products you saw in this video, be sure to check out the link below.